talking about Japanese prints again. It's time to take a second look at the evil Genta we discussed in a previous segment. His soul stood at the top of the Nubanaki waterfall and hurled a lightning bolt at his executioner. He was a bad, bad guy. And the way he's depicted is typical of Japanese aesthetic, where you don't use foreshortening, you don't use vanishing points, you don't use the typical tricks of Western art that makes three-dimensional things appear two-dimensional on a page. Here, when a Japanese artist wants to show something in perspective, he simply takes the things that are furthest away and makes them smaller, and the things that are closest and makes them larger. The result is a mishmash, a sort of pressing together of elements without any connection to each other. Very typical of the Japanese manga style and very suitable for a transition to a cartoon style, a manga style that's going to be important later. The evil Genta is presented exactly in this way. His limbs don't seem to be connected to a body. They're just in there in a pile like jack straws. But the result is a representation of fierceness, assertiveness. Some of the worst results of this are when the Japanese artist tries to make a horse. This is another Yoshitoshi print where you can see a horse. And once again, it's rendered mostly without perspective, as though the rear end of the horse was slapped onto the front end of the horse, and you really can't see the connection between the two of them. There's another print up there from 100 Aspects of the Moon by Yoshitoshi, which has what I call the wooden horse effect. That's when the horse is shown from the side, again without perspective. Yoshitoshi occasionally experimented with Western perspective. In this print, you can see the leg of the child is drawn in Western perspective, but rather poorly. Tintoretto or Titian would not have been satisfied with that rendering of that limb. Here's another print where Yoshitoshi is experimenting with Western perspective. Note the boards. They cross under this platform and they keep going. This is an attempt to use vanishing points and other elements of Western perspective to give an effect. I leave it to you to determine if this is an effective approach or not, or whether it just muddies up the composition.
That what you're looking for?
Yeah, pretty much. I want to see if there's anything better.